guys, and welcome back to Daniel Does DFW Theater, where we talk about everything theater. I am your host, Daniel Hernandez. Today we have an amazing guest with us. I know, I say it every single week, but I kind of mean it this week. I really mean it this week. Someone that I have just started making contact with because they are freaking amazing, or should I say, fucking amazing. Oh, I know they were nervous about. We do get to swear. They were nervous about swearing on the show, and I'm leading with the F-bomb. So children, change the channel.
Yeah.
But no, so excited. I've seen this person on stage multiple times, and finally had the courage to talk to them after one show, and they are amazing. So please help me welcome my guest for this episode, Cara Serber. Yeah, full name.
Cara Statham Serber.
Yes. Statham for us.
That is the equity name, is Cara Statham Serber.
Lovely, great. And pronouns?
He, she. Oh. Okay, I'm old. She, her. But I saw that, I was thinking the her, but I said he. Buckle up, kids.
We're in for a bumpy ride. All right.
Chug-a-lug, Pooh Bear.
Chug-a-lug.
Here we
Pooh
go.
Bear. Okay, Piglet.
Oh! You obviously haven't seen 16 Candles.
Or are you Tigger? Oh, okay.
Chug-a-lug, Pooh Bear.
Oh, I have.
It's okay.
It's just been a really long time, and I think I was 8. I'm just kidding. Just be prepared. This whole episode is going to be that. No, okay, so pronouns are she, her, right? Good. It's a good choice. Amanda's great at picking out
Well done,
our
Amanda.
gas station wine right before the episode.
I love it. Go at home.
When she said, should we get Boone's Farm or...
Yes. I think we're the same age. Yes,
Reminisce.
Yes. Is there a bad answer
I
there?
was like, do they have MD 2020? No.
Great. Peach schnapps.
Wonderful. Oh, I love me some peach schnapps. Oh, I'm gonna have to drink some of that tonight after this episode.
Okay.
So let's talk about Cara for a little bit. I'm gonna backtrack. I saw you in where I got the courage to talk to you because I've seen you in multiple things, but it was after Trailer Park because I went to see Mary Grimm. Well, Mary Grimm gave tickets for me and my mom because my mom is her #1 fan.
I love Mary Grimm.
Yeah, everybody loves Mary Grimm,
loves Mary Grimm.
right? She probably doesn't even watch this, but we love you, Mary
I
Grimm.
love you, and you're the best singer in Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, valid.
Yes.
I think your children watch this more than you do. Rose is
Max,
constantly liking
please
stuff.
tell your mom.
Yeah. Yes.
The best singer in Dallas.
Yeah, I think Hans even watches this.
Hi, Hans.
Yeah. So the whole family, Maddie,
Just
yeah,
her.
yeah, Julia Roberts Grimm, their dog.
I don't know Julia Roberts Grimm.
Yeah, her name is Jules, but I named her Julia Roberts Grimm.
I'd like to meet her.
She's great. But no, I went to see Mary Grimm in Trailer Park at Lyric Stage, and you were in your 45th turn as Lynn.
I think it was 8th.
8th?
I think it was 8th. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could count them, but that wouldn't be interesting. But I think it's about 8th.
That is, I mean, you really do just shine in that role, though. I think that's one of the, we've talked about it with multiple guests, that's the role that you would do for the rest of your life.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it. It's just complete trash, which I actually am. And it's scream singing, which I'm not, but nobody cares if you're doing it well or not in that show. And stupid costumes and stupid fun and lots of F-bombs. So
Yeah, no, the hair.
The hair
And the blacked out tooth.
That all started at the Water Tower production. They used to do a thing called Out of the Loop at Water Tower.
Okay.
It was kind of like their fringe festival. And the first time we did it there, and they added the gap, and then I started crimping my hair, because you can still buy crimpers. I mean, I was alive when you actually did crimp your hair. Now you just do it in that part of Florida. And I do still jack it up and all this, and I did, the first time I did the show was with Patty Breckenridge, who's also, you need to have her on.
Oh.
She's amazing.
Patty.
Oh, come on, Patty. But one day she walked up to me backstage and she held my hair and she goes, "Your hair makes me thirsty." Because it just looks so dry and crunchy and so great.
No, and you have it down pat.
I love it.
You gave everything. Actually, that whole cast.
Oh, so great.
I love Pam.
Sweet Pam.
Pam is amazing. Pam and Esteban are the powerhouse couple.
They are
of
angels.
Yes.
They are really angels, and I'm doing Big Fish with them.
Oh yes, that's right. She told me. Yes.
I love them. And Esteban's in the company now at the theater center.
DTC, love it. So just wonderful. But yeah, I love Pam, and then I know Megan was part of the production team as well, and I'm trying to think. B was in it.
Can I say at this point in the interview, anxiety makes me forget everyone's names. So it will seem like I don't care. They go away. Megan Kelly Bates, when you just said Megan was in there, she is truly one of my best friends in the world. And when you said Megan, I was like, oh God, who's Megan? I mean, I'm sure she... So can I just say that now? That any show we talk about that I'm in, if I say, oh, so-and-so is in that and I can't remember, it's not that I am an asshole, but I'm not that kind of asshole. Yeah. It's just anxiety.
Asshole. Drink every time Cara cusses on the episode. That's today's drinking game.
Get that bottle over there, because
asshole.
Asshole. What about when we say fuck? I won the interview.
Literally.
We don't even need to continue.
Yeah, and this is the end.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.
And don't forget about Florence was in that show too.
Now you're making names up. For just a second, I was like.
And Louis.
Louis?
Yeah, Florence.
Well, that's what
Louis.
Greg Holt goes by now, is Louis.
Oh.
So you're right.
Oh, well, darn.
No, I'm kidding.
No, but such a great cast altogether. And
Samantha.
Alina. Yeah.
Alina, shut up. I've never met Alina before that.
We did Nonsense together. Me, her, Mary Grimm, and Megan Kelly Bates. Rachel Poole, Christine Fielder at Irving.
You are
Main
making
Stage.
that up. That did not happen.
I swear. I was in that production.
What year?
It was post-COVID, so 2021? Something like that.
We were all still in a haze. Were you wearing masks?
I think we had to have masks in rehearsal.
In rehearsal, but you didn't have to on stage.
Yeah, no. And I was called in as a cover swing for I had to learn all of their tracks.
That is amazing. I had no idea.
Yeah, Michael Saracchia asked me if I would cover because of COVID, and he's like, we don't know if somebody's going to be out. And I was prepared to cover for everyone except for Mary. I was like...
Was she the Mother Abbess or whatever
they
call that?
Megan Kelly Bates was Mother Superior.
Mother Superior, okay.
Mary played the one who couldn't remember stuff. Sister Amnesia.
Yes.
You. Mary played...
Sister Cara.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
And so that's the only... Because she has an operatic, when she does the puppet and her, she switches back and forth. And I was like, Mary, you cannot be out.
Can I do a quick story?
Yeah, go for it.
So,
no, this is not what the show's about.
Cara, shut up.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
I'm trying to do my agenda here. I have points to hit.
Okay, so I did The Sound of Music at the Theater Center, which
That's
was...
good. So then, the other thing that I went that wasn't your story?
Shut up. Here's more of it. It's so interesting. You're just not going to know what to do. So that was the 9th time I did The Sound of Music. First time I had played Sister Margaretta.
Okay.
I was understudying Angela Turner Wilson, who is now the head of the Fort Worth Opera. She has performed across the world with, I see here I go, I can't even remember all she's phenomenal.
Okay.
First time she'd ever worn a microphone, because you don't put a microphone on that woman. She is a goddess, and I had to understudy her. And she needed me. She never needed me. But I knew it and I could have done it, but I would tell her, I'm like, okay, I need you to feel secure that I do know the role, I can sing it. However, if you get sick, you just need to visualize me diving into I-35, because no one wants to see me do that. Angela was perfect. So that kind of tied into what you said.
No, it exactly, because
right?
That's exactly what I told Mary.
Nope.
I was like, but on the flip side, when I was understudying, Ryan Michael Friedman, and Pirelli was like, you can get sick.
I got this.
I got this.
What is?
He did end up getting sick once. And I was like, ah!
And you went on?
Yeah, I went on,
Yay!
yeah. So I can add that to my list, but it was
That is such an amazing thing coming out of COVID is, first of all, that we have understudies, because we've never had understudies before, ever. And a skill that people are showing, that's a really incredible thing to show that you're that reliable, that you're that talented, that you can cover that. That's scarier than anything I've ever had to do. You learning all those roles.
It was wild. With tap.
No.
With tap.
That sounds terrible.
And Megan was like, do you tap? And I was like,
Sure.
I guess I do now.
Teach me, Megan.
Like in my mouth, I was like, yeah. It's like, can I get little finger? Like,
Megan would love that, actually. She would have been like, yes, that's what we're doing.
Cracked me up. So yeah, so that's the first time I had ever worked with Alina, and her voice is just, I mean, and Samantha Padilla standing on the rooftop, shouting her lungs out in that one
They're just freaks.
number. I could not believe it.
And then there was little Ben Ashcraft who played my little psycho crazy kid, and he was perfect.
Yeah, I was honestly scared of him.
He's insane.
I thought I was going to get run over.
He would come off stage with this testosterone that was like, because he was so amped up, because he was so funny, and the audience loved him, and I thought he could like pull that out of the wall. He was just so amped.
He was really huffing those markers.
He really was. So good.
Goodness. Okay, so tell me how Cara started.
I started in Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita.
And I lived down the street from the artistic director of Music Theater of Wichita, which is actually a really great regional house where lots of kids in college go, and like from OCU and Michigan, and do their summers there. And when I was 6, I was the littlest workhouse boy in Oliver. And then after that, it was psychotic. Like, that's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And we had an art section called Lively Arts, and every Sunday I'd open it up and be like, what can I audition for? And then I'd go and I wouldn't get something, and I'd cry, and my mom would be like, we're done, we're not doing this anymore. And then the next Sunday I was like, so anyway, now I'm going back here. And so it's just kind of all I did. I did it all through grade school, junior high, high school.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
I love that so much, where you just got bit by the bug.
Totally.
And had to keep doing
Yeah,
it.
you
I
didn't
think-
know how not to do it.
Well, and I think at that age, you can put up with more like rejection and just
Totally.
move on from it. Whereas, you know, at our age, we get one rejection and then we won't audition for another
done.
year.
Everyone hates me, I'm terrible.
Yeah, so we should take a lesson from young Cara
Absolutely.
and just open up the Living Arts page
There we go.
every week. And
I
just
always
keep
wanted to
trying.
be Annie, and I was never Annie. Like, I'm not an Annie. I'm
We
not
can do
an
it
Annie.
now.
Can we do it now?
Yeah.
I just did it, not just. I pretend like COVID didn't happen. 2019, I did it at Casa, and I fell down the stairs. That's a story I didn't put in there. I did.
I think I know this story.
Should I tell it super fast
I-
or no?
I think
I was
I-
wearing palazzo pants and 4-inch heels.
Is that when it was still in the round?
Was not in the round. But my heel got caught in the palazzo pants, and I had like 5 steps left to go down. It's when we're going to NYC, so I'm like, I've got my coat, and I'm hopping down the stairs, and my heel got caught, and I barrel rolled down 4 steps. My heel came off, and Annie and Daddy Warbucks were just, and I was like, fuck this, we are go. I like put my heel on, I was like, NYC, let's go. That did not happen. And then afterwards, my mom was there, and she's like, honey, no one saw. I was like, Mom, there are 1,500 seats there. Everyone saw.
Oh my
So anyway, I play Grace, not Annie.
Well, here's the thing. I urge you, DFW, to cast Cara Statham Serber.
God, don't.
as
No,
Annie.
stop. Cut.
And I will be playing the role of.
Sandy.
I was thinking, what's her name? Rooster's girlfriend. What's her name?
Lily St.
Yeah,
Regis.
I will be Lily St. Regis.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then I'll
no.
be Miss Hannigan with you.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. I would love to. I think Rooster would be a fun role one day.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that I would love to play. But Annie's just so, like, nobody wants to do it because it's
I don't
so
ever
many
want to see it
children.
again.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I've
just
done it.
so many children.
Because I did play every other orphan, just not Annie as a kid. So
I could see you as a Pepper.
yeah. Not
Yeah.
quite mean enough. I'm mean enough now. I wasn't enough when I
Oh,
was
really?
younger.
Yeah. And then, what started you in DFW? What was the What was your breakout role in DFW?
It was at Uptown Players, and it was called Down South. And this was in 2003. And I moved here in 2000
Okay.
and auditioned for 3 years and couldn't get a call back. I remember I did get a call back for The Sound of Music at Casa. Didn't get it. And then went to this audition at Uptown, and it was a newish script, and it was filthy, like filthy.
Your type of stuff.
And I present as conservative Baptist, but I'm not any of those things. And so after I got the role, Craig Lynch called me, and he's like, have you read the script? Because this is filthy. And I was like, I have read it, and let's fucking go.
Yeah.
So that was it. And then it was like it just took one to, because I was equity when I came here, because I took my card when I was still traveling doing theater in my 20s. And it's hard to break, I mean, it's hard to break in anyway. And then with equity, that makes it even harder. But I think once I had shown once that I knew what I was doing, then I started to get cast other places. And I got my commercial agent from that show as well, somebody that came to see the show. And so that was it, 2003.
Lovely. So, actually, we're going to cut to a segment here.
Okay.
Speaking of dirty, because I do want you, and auditioning is where I want to go with this next.
Okay.
So I want to do your little audition cut and something super dirty.
Okay.
And, maybe talk about, some dirty things. So find out as we head over to the piano and find out if Cara can sing. All right, thanks. See you there. Have you had crabs before?
Did you know this was that kind of interview?
I mean, it's an anything.
I mean,
Anything goes.
I've been on several medications.
I mean, I just had
I mean,
to get the shot
are we
in my
talking
butt.
past tense? 'Cause
Goodness.
no.
Yeah. No. Okay. This
Not
is
that there's anything wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with it. That is your life, and you can live it however you want.
And sometimes it just happens. It's not even like,
Yeah.
you just, what ifs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Okay. So have you played this role before?
I have. I've played it twice. I played it at Casa Manana, 2011.
Okay.
I did have 2 babies then.
There you go.
And then I did it at the Winsphere with the Theater Center in 2017,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Cool.
18.
Okay.
You don't care.
I do.
He doesn't care. I don't really, but I think it was later than that.
We're gonna fact check you, and it's gonna be right here about whether or not it was those years. And we actually have the pictures from those productions. No, I'm just kidding. We might not.
Alright.
Amanda, my producer, will be searching for those later on today.
Thank you.
No, but yeah. So tell them what you're singing.
So I'm singing the end of Baltimore Crabs, which I will pull out if I have to do like a quick up-tempo callback or first audition.
Yeah. So can you slate for us?
See, I also...
You've never had to slate before in your life, have you?
Well, this is why, because I'm old. Because we didn't grow up slating, we didn't grow up videoing. So, like, you walked into a room and introduced yourself, and then sometimes they'd say, "What are you singing today?" And you'd say, and then sometimes you just started singing. So this whole slate thing, I mean, I slate for commercial. You're like, just shut up, Cara, and sing.
Those words did not come out of my mouth.
Your eyes said
my
it.
eyes may say it.
I saw your eyes say it.
I need to start closing my eyes when I interview.
So where am I slating? We have two setups.
Why don't you go to your camera right there?
Hi. See, I don't even know if I use my full equity name when I slate. Because if I'm slating for commercials, I would say Cara Serber. I guess equity name, I would say Cara Statham Serber. Look at this face. I know right now we're going. Hi, I'm Cara Statham Serber, and I will be singing a cut from Miss Baltimore Crabs. And so, my dear, so short and stout, you'll never be in, so we're kicking you out. With your form and your face, well, it isn't your fault. You're just caught with a case of Miss Baltimore Crabs. Cha-cha-cha.
Yeah, I was like...
And
And we're back! Hi, guys.
Hey.
We're just checking for crabs.
Special skill.
Cara is gonna put this on her resume. I'm gonna continue to work.
I'll hold one for you. I can.
No, so great. You can sing.
I mean, I'm a serviceable singer. Like
In my head, I was like,
like I don't. Oh.
There it is.
Just to get like it lingered. Boom, got it. I know that I'm very okay with where I fall into things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know that I am not Mary Grimm. I know that there are people with extraordinary voices in town, and I have a good voice, but I bring other things to the table. So I'm really okay with that. I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah, no, I think that, so I did not get a chance, and I'm going to talk about the show in just a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to see you in Next to Normal, which I heard was phenomenal. I mean, you extended everything, right? Didn't y'all move to another venue as well?
That was
like
part
that?
of it. I mean, we knew we were going to do that, but yes, we went to
Just
another
so great. But I mean, the stuff that I have seen you in, like, I saw you in the Christmas show, and you really didn't have any big features. Like, you had a tiny little song.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it's super simple.
Yeah. Nothing really big. And then as Lynn, yeah, you're not really singing.
In my 20s, when I did all ingenue roles, then I was singing. I mean, that's where my training was in just lyric soprano singing. Then I moved to Dallas, and in my 30s, everyone wanted me to be funny and belt. And I'm not a belter, but I like just kind of bullshit my way through stuff.
No, you can do it.
But that's actually so much more fun.
You just belted out crabs. I mean,
it's fine. It's like, but I know that I never want to take away from someone like Mary, or I mean, I could name 5 other women who are.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know.
You
names.
said you can name.
I could see their faces.
Did y'all hear it? She said it right here. I can name 5.
Come back to me in 10 minutes when you're not looking at me, and then I'll be able to remember. But
okay,
no,
so the rest of the interview.
But there are extraordinary singers in town,
yes.
and who are so well trained. I mean, my degree is in theater with an emphasis in music. It's not, I don't have a music degree. So, but I'm super comfortable with that. Like, I'm not being like, oh, I'm terrible. I'm fine with what it is.
Yeah, no, it's just funny to me that, yeah, no, because Aunt Shannon was the same exact way, right? Where she's like, I don't sing, but I've heard Shannon sing as well.
Yes, she sings.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm like, y'all are singers.
I mean, I would, if someone asked me, I would say, yes, I'm a singer.
Yeah.
I would say that. With qualifications.
Yeah, it's like me saying I'm a mover.
I would not say that about my.
No.
Well, yes, I'm a mover. I'm a poser. In both ways. A poser and, like, Megan Kelly Bates and Paula Moreland, may she rest in peace, who just passed, said that I am extraordinary beveler, and I can move as if I am a dancer. I'm not. Just put really pretty people around me dancing, and that's it.
I'm really good at beveling too.
Yeah.
So much so I was yelled at to stop because I was playing a straight man.
Oh. Take the note. Okay.
Not take the note. Goodness.
I'm teasing you.
I did take the note.
Okay. Who gave the note?
Steve Morse.
Okay, from Steve. That's funny. Did Steve take the note?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I think I've seen him kick up his leg
right,
when he kissed a girl.
Hey, can.
Yeah. No. Because I was playing Dwayne in 9 to 5, yes. And we were like center stage, me and the dolly, what is her name? Dora Lee. And like we turned to each other, and of course my leg just beveled. It just beveled. And like literally stops rehearsal, and he's like, "You're straight. Don't bevel."
Okay. I respect your style.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks. I will remember not to
yes.
to bevel anymore. No. But back to Next to Normal. Tell me your process, because that is such a difficult. I can't imagine doing it. I mean, let alone for the 3 weeks or 4 weeks that y'all did it.
We ran it 4 and then another week after that.
But imagine doing that every single night.
It was really cathartic in an almost easy way.
Okay.
My life history kind of lends itself. My daughter had stage 4 cancer. She's fine now. She's getting ready to go to college. Like, we made it through that. But it makes a lot of those types of emotions super accessible.
Okay.
Because even when you're past that stuff, I always say it's just like sitting just under, it's like on that second layer of skin, because you can go back to that moment at any time. And so I always said, just barely touch it and it's there. And the cast was incredible. And we did it at Theater 3, which is a really intimate setting. Mm-hmm. So like when Uptown Players did it, Patty Breckenridge played it, and Patty has a huge voice. And so it was like the Broadway show. It was like a rock version of it. It was perfect. I have a smaller voice, and I'm more of like a storyteller singer. Like I'm doing it as not that everybody has to do that, but that's like how I take on a song it's a monologue. And it was almost claustrophobic for the people in the audience, because it was like they were looking down into our house but couldn't leave. And so people who saw both productions, because I loved that production, said it was so different because we just handled it in such different ways. I loved it. I could have done it forever.
Really?
I mean, it was amazing. I doubt I'll ever get to do it again, but I would do it in a heartbeat.
No, there are just so many roles like that, I mean, your dream role, right?
Do I say it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Heidi in Dear Evan Hansen, the mom. I have to give the qualification of, again, 10 women in town who it's also their dream role. So, like, we have a lot of good people in this town that could play it, but I'd like to throw my name in if it ever comes here.
Yeah, no, I think that, but I mean, that still is just the emotional, right, roller coaster of that role, and that song at the end is just...
And as a mom of a teenager, 2 teenagers, again, that's also accessible because we're living it every day. Everything she says in that song is what we live through with our kids, whether they've gone through something that traumatic or not. It's all kind of easy to hit.
I just remember that was just such an emotional moment. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. That Act 1 closer, You Will Be Found, is just... I hate that they put it there too because the lights come up and everybody's
just sobbing.
Yes.
I saw it twice. I went the first time, I bought my ticket, and a week before Ben announced that he was going to be on vacation. I was like, but I did get to see Rachel Bay Jones. Then I sold a couple organs and went back his closing week and saw him because he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So great. But that role is just so much. And then I remember specifically, like, hearing her song was just the second moment in the show where I was just... And
she's one of those actors that makes me feel okay about the way I approach things because she doesn't sound pretty in that song on Broadway. No. She sounds beautiful on the recording in the studio, but on stage, she's just feeling it. Mm-hmm. And that's what I, as an actor and as an audience member, I want to feel it. If it's the prettiest notes in the world, I don't care. I want to, and she just rips your heart out. Well, and it's not pretty.
I think they've said multiple times that, like, that whole cast, like, does therapy and stuff like that because they have to, right, for what they really dig into in that.
I can't imagine.
Exactly. And then you've already closed this show by the time that we've released this in July, but another role that is just funny. You really do all these hard-hitting roles, but Malin.
Yeah. Which I had, Steve had asked Shannon and I to do the show. We didn't know who would be doing Malin and who would be doing Truby. And my first thought was people have seen me cry this year. Like, let's see Shannon cry. Yeah. But Steve, because of Next to Normal, he said this on Theater Arlington's Facebook Live. Because of that, he wanted me to do Malin. And it's that same kind of thing. It's very accessible to me because being with your daughter in the hospital and hearing the beeps and all of that, like, and my dad died during the run of Steel Magnolias, and we sat with him the day that he died, and it was just very accessible. In fact, in our run, my dad passed, Shannon's mom passed, and Olivia's grandmother passed, all in 1 week. And so we're like, don't sit on this side of the dressing room because things don't go well. But it's made it super emotional, but in the best way. Like, it doesn't feel overwhelming or anything like that. And then it was also a challenge because I grew up on the movie and I know every line of it, and no one wants to see someone do a bad impersonation of Sally Field. Mm-hmm. And so I just kind of had to forget that I'd seen any of that, and just, because that is iconic. I mean,
it really is.
Everybody knows that speech, and and she throws her little Sally Field things into it that aren't in the actual monologue. And so it's like, you almost have to make the decision that is not going to have anything to do with what I'm doing. I have to go this way with it. And it turned out pretty well. I mean, it was a good experience. And getting to be with Shannon was, I'll do anything with Shannon.
No, I had heard from Maria, she's like, this cast has been through it. She's like, it really has been, but she goes, unfortunately, it also makes for a really good show. It does. She's like, it's really heightens everybody's,
And everybody really, you can feel the care for each other.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of hand-holding and touching each other, and it feels very genuine. There's nothing put upon. Like, we all just really care for each other, and it feels very supported.
Oh, that makes my heart so happy.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of show that you can do that in.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, you can do it in the comedy shows too, because you find the laughter in that, right?
And but it is so genuine. And what you just said is true as well. Like the laughter is very genuine as well. It all feels, it doesn't feel put upon in any way.
Yeah. I love that. And you have such a wonderful, or had such a wonderful cast. I know we're recording this as you're doing the show right now, but I mean, I love Maisha as well.
I didn't know her before this. She's wonderful.
So great.
Camry is new. It's her second show that she's ever done. Cheryl is a Theater Arlington institution. I think she did the second show that Theater Arlington ever did.
Yeah, I know she was on Breaking Bad.
Yeah. And I think she had I think she said it was a cable access show for like 13 years in Arlington.
Cable access, like cable access?
Well, we'll have to ask her. She didn't say. She said it was mostly cooking shows, but maybe
Naked
it was naked cooking shows. Let's ask.
Cheryl,
come on, hop on.
put in the comments, Cheryl, if you were naked while cooking.
Comment down below.
No. Okay, so speaking of getting naked, are you ready to get naked?
Oh, shit.
It's about bedtime. So we're going to move on to your full song that you're going to sing for us.
Okay.
And I'm going to sit down at the piano and hopefully play it correctly.
Okay, and why am I singing it?
Because
no one would ever have me sing this song now, so that's why I'm singing it again.
we're going to find out, because you might after you hear it.
We'll see.
You know, I think you could still play this one.
Cheers. Well, Sutton did.
Yeah.
I'm a little older than Sutton. Not a lot.
Y'all are the same age.
I don't think so. I think I'm this much.
What is this much? Maybe like a year and a
5.
half? Oh, okay, 5. Oh, no.
I think we're in the same decade.
Okay, then that's fair. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no. I think this song is beautiful, no matter who sings it, and I know that you will sing it beautifully.
Thank you. I played it in high school a couple times, and then I played it in Grown Up World
a couple times.
Yeah, I played it 2 different theaters in high school, and then I played it a theater in Indianapolis when I was 20 something, and then I played it at Water Tower.
Oh, wow.
It's sometime, I don't remember dates, but I think I had 2 kids then. That's when I gauge everything, like how many kids I had. And I think I had 2 babies then.
That's how I gauge everything too.
Really?
Yeah, by how many kids you have. No, okay, so tell the people what you're singing today.
So I'm singing Goodnight My Someone. Pretend that I am 22.
A lot of pretending.
I know. Good night, my someone. Good night, my love. Sleep tight, my someone. Sleep tight, my love. Our star is shining. It's bright as the light. For good night, my love. For good night. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be. Sweet dreams to carry you close to me. I wish they may, and I wish they might. Now good night, my someone, good night. I didn't breathe at the end, but that's fine. I don't sing it anymore, it's fine.
I mean, they're already asleep at that point.
Exactly, it's the bathroom song. All my 20s ingenues, you see the people stand up and go to the bathroom while you're singing. So you really, as long as you get the beginning and they might not be back at the end.
Yeah, I mean, so hopefully y'all are still watching the podcast.
I mean, what ifs?
If you're in the bathroom, now's your chance to come back, and we're about to get back
Ballad's
to it.
over.
See you back at the couch. Alright guys, so hopefully you're back from the bathroom. If not, please make your way to your seats, or maybe you took your headphones into the bathroom with you. Sometimes I do that because
Why? Take your headphones into
so I don't have to hear the noise.
when you're at a theater?
Oh, I meant to the bathroom.
Just in general.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not.
I'm gonna get you with this. I hope that while you were in the bathroom, if you did have to go number 2, that you used Poopery and saw the commercial featuring our very own Cara Serber that we're gonna show right here. Here's a picture.
Yay.
How Words. Hold on, really
Okay,
quickly.
words. I get it.
Did it pay really well?
Not well enough.
No.
I mean, it was fine. It was not. It wasn't like it was super low day rate.
Okay.
But for the usage that it got and how it will be, the only thing anyone really ever remembers about me is that I was in this poopery commercial. I feel like I should have been paid a little bit more, but.
Do you still see it out there sometimes?
It shows on like banner ads
like
or
cable access.
cable access. Exactly.
You and Cheryl.
Me and Cheryl. But people will just send it to you. Do you remember when Biden won? And everybody did the Bernie in the chair
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Megyn Kelly Bates did my poopery ad with Bernie in the chair next to it. Like, it just keeps coming up. So, it's fine. There's worse
I
things.
love that. Are there any other commercials that you've done or anything else that we would know you from?
Not that you'd know me from, but like I did Barney, I did.
You did Barney as well?
I did.
I didn't know that. Like, I knew
did.
Shannon did it, but I didn't know you were Barney in person as well.
I sing with Barney and push around a little baby cart that didn't have a baby in it, but we pretended it did. And Barney passed out on the set that day. We had to hold because he passed out, and we had to wait 3 hours for him to go. They don't want any of the kids to know that he's not really a dinosaur, so you have to clear the set first. It was a mess. Yeah. So I did Barney. I did Prison Break, and then I've done a bunch of just regular commercials because that's like how you pay the bills during the day. Because theater,
Doesn't.
sorry, it doesn't.
Obviously. Yeah, no. So don't get your BFA.
Or get it,
But get it.
get it in double major.
Yeah. Or get another job with it. But,
Here to dash, just stamp out your dreams.
so speaking of shitting, sorry, I was looking out, I'm laughing as well, not only at that.
No, I
but-
saw your eyeline.
Did you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Because, come on in, have some
I know.
fun. Yeah, I was like, it'll be great. We are recording live. Come in.
Come here!
You're already.
I saw your car in the parking lot.
I've already talked about you.
It's me, I'm back!
You my girl. I've already talked about you. Like, this is about Cara and Shannon.
Okay, well, this is our show. Get up.
Get Cara. Oh my.
Okay.
There we go.
What are we drinking?
Can you do this? Here we go. Cast us forever. All of us. Yeah, this is it.
Well, I'm sorry that I don't have a job anymore, but.
Oh my God, this is the girl. Why are you here?
Because I was doing a TikTok.
Bye.
All right, bye guys.
Special guest appearance by Shannon McGran.
You make me so happy.
As soon as I saw her in the window, I was like,
I didn't know that's what you saw. I saw your eyeline hit something. I didn't know what's my Shannon.
yes. That was hilarious. Yeah, you get a 2-for-1, y'all, this time.
Oh,
so you're welcome. I was like, speaking of shit.
Can't wait for her to hear that part.
She's gonna be like, thanks.
Thanks.
No, so that's probably my biggest mishap in doing this DFW is that moment. Your biggest mishap was
Yes.
in Mary Poppins.
Yes, it actually happened twice. I flew at the end. She flies out at the end of Act 1. And one time when I was doing it, there was a hole. No, that's not a hole. What's a hole?
I'm not a hole. I can tell you that much.
I've got two. You can edit that out. She's had a glass of wine and no food. There was a knot in the rope.
Wow, that's different from hole.
Different from a. See, we have to edit now. It's time to edit. Any hoozle. So there's a big knot in the rope, and that it was. I don't understand how all that kind of thing works, but there were people backstage doing this, and then they would release. We can't hang out, can
Nope,
we? I
we're
mean,
not
not in
allowed to.
front of places where
Nope.
we're supposed to be well behaved. Okay. Now I don't even know how to tell a story without being dirty, but
now I'm gonna close my eyes and picture. So what were they doing again?
okay, so
They were pulling on it.
backstage. They pull on it, and then once I was up there was some sort of release, but it didn't release. I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to not make.
But it was
sound
getting
this
up?
way. It was getting up. I was up. It
was
got
getting
up.
but it just
It
wouldn't
got up. It
release.
just wouldn't release.
Did
I was
they
just
have a lot to
waiting.
drink?
Anyway, I'm up above the audience,
You're
and
on top.
I'm on top.
I can turn anything sexual.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just hung there. Like, I didn't,
And it was hung.
and it was hung, and it was well hung. I was well hung. And it felt like forever. And then they released it.
That's when you just gotta push your
And I
heels to Jesus.
and then I just shot like a rocket to the stage manager's booth. It was like all of that was built up just
shot out.
shot me to the stage manager's booth. And that has never been told as a filthy story before.
Wow.
But there we go.
Yeah, I now want to start a new segment called Filthy Stories with Kara, where we turn every single story into a filthy story.
I'd be really good at
Yeah,
it.
no, yeah. You do, it was a good setup. Thank you, I appreciate that.
The other one I almost got decapitated. That's not, I mean, I guess some people are, but
She was giving head.
it's really more of like the autoerotic.
Asphyxiation.
So they hooked me into, what's this called?
A harness?
Harness.
She was wearing a
I
harness.
was wearing a harness. God, there's no way to tell these stories. Okay, they hooked the harness opposite, so it was crossed. So as they raised it, it went up to my neck, and like I had to move my head under so I would flip, but then I went backwards to the stage manager's booth because
She had to
been
reverse
flipped.
cowgirl.
That's it.
Yeah,
There you go.
so you learn something new every time you listen to this podcast.
Cheers.
Yeah. We're gonna release the Dano Does DFW Kama Sutra.
Okay.
It involves the harness and Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
What would we call
And
that
holes.
one? Yeah, holes.
And not.
On a more lighter note, backing away from sexual conversations,
Okay.
but intense conversations.
Yes.
Something I did want to talk about and bring back up was just that community that you were saying that you have. I mean, we saw it with Shannon herself, right? And how important that is for you.
I love the women. I mean, I love all the women in DFW, but the women in my generation, we all audition together all the time. And probably in another market, I wouldn't be also, I don't want to say up against, but I can't think of another phrase to use, but like Sarah Gay, Mary Grimm, like we're not really the same type, but it's a small enough pool in DFW that I see the same women at all auditions. Shannon and I, it's all the Collins sisters, like, you know, we're all there together. And we really love each other and we really root for each other. I mean, it is a true admiration for each other. And when we go, we're like, I hope you get it. And we mean it. I mean, like because we know you really need the weeks right now, or you really need the work, or you're going through a hard time, and we respect each other's talent so much. And I just kind of, I wish everybody had that experience because we're not curing cancer. Like, you know, we're just doing skits, and the friendships to me are the most important and the support behind it.
No, I think that is so valid and real where, and I've seen it a lot. The fact that y'all are all so close, whereas I feel in other areas it is more cutthroat, right?
Yeah.
And it's a bit more,
Not very nice.
yeah, even with some of our younger people here in DFW, it can be a little, you know, touch
And that
and
may
go.
just be something as you get older, you realize that it's just not all that important. I mean, it's art and we're doing important things, but not if you're going to hurt somebody in the process. Like that, and that's my kind of thing across the board. Like I only want to work with nice people, kind people.
So why do you work with Shannon?
She's the nicest.
Why do you work with yourself?
I'm not the I'm kind. I am. I may not always be
You're
nice.
kinda.
You're kind of a bitch. Kara.
Kira.
You need to get some self-awareness because
That's who you should play one day.
You're an
Kira and
asshole.
Xanadu.
no, she roller skates.
Do you not roller skate?
I did when I was 8.
Well, you're gonna be really sad about this next segment.
Do I have to roller skate?
Yeah. We have a pair of roller
Get
skates.
Shannon here then.
Can Shannon roller skate?
We're gonna find out.
Can you imagine just the two of y'all? Okay, so I
Do you
don't.
remember when we used to like go in the circles and you
No. So we don't roller skate.
with your little skirt on?
No, I do not roller skate. I can tell you that. I tried roller skating when I was younger. I just don't have the
Do you
equilibrium for it.
rollerblade? Because that
No.
I could never do.
No,
I
no,
could
no.
get the 4 going.
No,
but
not at all. No, to the point that like I think I was like 13 and I went to one of my little cousin's birthday parties and she was like, come and roller skate with us. This bitch out with a skate buddy, like the
little thing.
yes, like 13 years old. And I may have even been older than that. And there's still pictures.
I'm saying, please tell me someone.
Oh yeah, my family still has the photos of me with the skate buddy. Just
Skate
like,
buddy, I didn't even know there was a word
yeah,
for
and
that.
me telling them like, can you tighten the wheels?
Like
because-
the skate buddy or
No, of my roller skates.
wouldn't that make them not move?
Yeah, so that you're more just walking out
Oh
there
God.
instead of like. So that's my life.
Okay. So we're not doing Xanadu is what I'm hearing.
We are not, unless we have fake skates or something. Like Kimberly Akimbo, were they really skating?
I don't know, I didn't get to see it.
You would also
Someday I
like
wanna do that.
in like 20 years you would kill in that role.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're still too young for it
Thanks.
because I think she's supposed to look like 60 or
I think
70.
she's supposed to be 60 or 70.
Yeah, so
And I'm
yeah.
30, so
You
I have
that
a while.
like because that one also it's very like
It's funny.
what did you say?
I said that I'm 30. There we go. I was trying to give you an opportunity to make fun of me.
Oh, you're not 30.
You're not 30.
You
You're
wish.
30 plus a decade.
You're 30 plus. We've had too much wine, obviously. And I had lunch today. It's just I'm
No
on
food here.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So Kimberly,
Kimberly.
that like she sings pretty sometimes, but it's also like raw. But it's also
I just said.
it's also like she gives you all the emotion
Yeah.
and everything that she sings as well. And so like one day, like
That's what I love.
you need to do like if it ever becomes available, you need to do it for sure.
Let's tell Jeff and Craig that.
Jeff, Craig,
Come on,
Kimberly Akimbo.
let's do it.
And it is
It just closed. so it's going-
LGBTQ friendly.
Oh. Just took me a second.
LGBTQ?
I'm with you now. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is LGBTQ friendly.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, they're telling us shut up.
They're like,
Yeah. So
do not have this bitch back. She never shuts up.
No.
She doesn't.
I think it's now the Daniel and Cara show. I'm drunk, obviously, because I'm telling her to be on every show. It's whoever can get their legs up, apparently. The immediate. Okay, so where can they follow you, Cara? Do you do social media,
God,
Instagram, or
I'm
anything?
so old. I mean, yes, I'm in the Instagrams.
She's in the Instagram. She's at
I'm
Cara.
on, I think it's Cara Statham 2023.
Follow her there.
I don't know.
She might even have a website that we can.
Nope.
Nope, she doesn't have a
I think
website.
my agency has a website.
She is with the Mary Collins
Yeah.
agency.
Mary Collins Agency.
So
I am the worst self-promoter in all of ever.
well, because you don't audition.
Yeah, I do.
So
I have Facebook.
I don't Facebook.
I have a MySpace. I don't. You did.
I used to have
You'd
a
so be in
Zanga.
my top 8.
Oh my god, you're being my topic too. Oh my god, I'm so jealous, Carol. Oh my god. No, okay, so we have one more segment, but before we go, I'm gonna plug our socials so that we can close out this. So please make sure you are following us at Daniel Does DFW. That's on Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias. Hopefully you're watching this on YouTube today so that you can see all the silly faces that Cara has made and you saw her legs up in the air. It was a great shot. I'm probably gonna save it for something.
Oh.
And then you're listening on wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, etc., all of the above for our audio content. So please make sure you're paying attention, you're following all of the above, and you stick around to see our next segment of fun where we play a game together. Thank you for joining me today, Cara.
Thank you for having me. This is a blast.
I had tons of fun,
Thank
and
you.
you need to come back.
Oh.
So we'll see ya. Bye, y'all. Here.
I feel like I need to get ready. Can I put my shoe?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm scared.
We're gonna play a very intense game. Okay.
Okay.
It's called.
Go ahead.
As it should be, honestly.
Go ahead.
As it should be. Before we get into the game, though, I did want to talk about, so this game is all about roles that Cara has played. But speaking of roles that you have played, you have a couple shows that are coming up that we didn't get to plug in the original segment.
Yes.
Right now, you are doing The Prom.
The Prom, yes.
Which, so amazing.
So excited.
Yeah.
I love that show so much. Megan Kelly Bates and I saw it on Broadway, and then the movie came out during COVID,
Yeah.
and so I'm super excited about that. So doing that, and then I'm doing Big Fish at Theater Arlington, and then I'm always sure then that's the last time I'm ever going to work again. Like, then everyone's gonna figure out I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm gonna become a paralegal.
Well, there we go. Yeah, let's get you a paralegal. So what we've done is we've compiled a list of quotes from famous roles that you have played, right? So I'm gonna read off a quote from a character, and off your very, 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 very long resume, you're gonna have to select which character it is. It's not a multiple choice, by the way.
It's not.
Nope.
Okay.
You're gonna have to pull it out of your ass.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think should I just go in order here? Or, okay. I really don't think you're the right man for me. You're much too independent, and I need someone who needs me desperately, or at least needs my money desperately.
I've never heard those words before.
We're off to a great start.
I've never heard those words before. Seriously?
Yes!
I mean, I'm not kidding. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so now I'll give you show options. How about that?
Okay.
Steel Magnolias. Next to Norma. Normal. Glad you took the wine, because next to Norma.
Part 2.
Yeah, or
The sequel.
Or The Sound of Music.
Is that in the Oh! Is that Elsa in The Sound of Music?
Yes.
No, but never would have.
You're like, I never said those lines.
Well, I didn't say it. Maybe in the script, but I didn't say it.
Drink. Goodness.
Okay.
All right. Here's the next one. Okay. Sweetheart, what are you doing in my electricity?
That's next to Norma.
Yes!
Yes. Okay.
How did you remember that one?
Because I fucked that scene so many times. I couldn't ever get the lyrics at top of 2. And my castmates were down below, specifically Ian Ferguson, who had glasses on, who would look up at me and laugh because I would biff those lyrics every night. So I think I have some trauma associated that those were the first words I said after I biffed the lyrics. It's trauma.
There you go. Trauma always helps us.
Yeah.
It really does. All right. Now let me at that zit.
Oh, Velma Von Tassel.
There you go.
Hairspray.
From Hairspray. Way to go. And you said that you played that twice. We were talking about it
Yes.
earlier. You sang us Little Ditty.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be just a fun role.
I want to do it forever. There's like 3 of those that I just want to do. There, the one in Mamma Mia that sings the slutty song. I played that
Tanya?
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of those I just like to do in rotation. They have great songs, 2 scenes.
She wants to do 3 in rotation.
Taking applications.
Taking applications. Everybody knows entertainment ain't entertainment unless it takes place on ice.
Everybody knows entertainment ain't entertainment unless it takes place on ice. Is Lynn.
Lynn! Yes, when she's talking about the ass
Everybody knows. Yes.
That is, I love that whole like tickets to ice debate. Like, I think that's such a funny way that's how she's gonna get out.
It's so ridiculous that is like the dream that will propel her out of the home, out of her agoraphobia.
That's that's why she wants to get out of the house so bad. That honestly made it for me. I was like, this is how I know I'm gonna love the show.
Yep.
This is it, because the ice debate.
Yep.
You're doing pretty good.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
you've gotten 3 back to back.
Hey.
This may be the hardest one.
That first one was hard.
I mean, you're used to a hard one. All right, so the sanctuary looks like it's been hosed down by Pepto-Bismol.
That is Steel Magnolia's Malin.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd know
Yeah,
that
I hope I still remember that one.
because you have to play it tonight. Can you imagine if you messed up that line
that?
tonight? Like it's been hosed down by my Lanta.
Something really pink.
Yeah. You say like the wrong medication. Excedrin.
What? Get her out. She's had enough.
Goodness. No. Hey, I was really proud of you. You did 4 out of 5 of them correct.
Is that it? Did I get it?
Yeah, you got.
That wasn't terrible,
You
right?
win the prize.
But you also stayed within like the last year, so thank you.
Yeah, well, we wanted to make it easy for you so you didn't look stupid.
Well, that's hard to do.
I know.
And it still didn't work. Because that first one never said it.
Yeah.
Do you still have it pulled up?
Yeah.
What is it?
I really don't think you're the right man for me. You're much too independent, and I need someone who needs me desperately.
No, that is in the movie.
It's not in the
It's not
show.
in the show.
Oh, well, we flubbed. Way to go, producer Allie.
No, I didn't mean to call anybody out. I was just saying, I just know that I haven't said those words.
What words did you say is also?
Well, I don't know. I just know they weren't those. But I remember watching the movie and thinking, you don't say that on stage.
So you remember that.
Yeah.
But what's my name?
Ish. I'm sorry, you are?
Exactly. No, and then before we completely check out for the day, I was going to say the evening. Before we completely
I
check
checked
out.
out.
Before Norman and I go
Norman and I are going
somewhere else. You said that you have done other projects as well.
Seth Rudetsky and his husband James are friends because I did Disaster at Uptown
Well,
Players.
they're more than friends.
Well, they're my friends.
Oh,
Is what
there
I
we go.
meant. They're my friends. They're more than friends. They are married. And I did Disaster at Uptown, and then I had known James before because he lived here, and then became friendly with them again, and produced for them during COVID when they did Stars in the House. And they did a vote-a-thon the day of the election, and I worked with like Annette Bening and Martin Short and like all these, like they're on the phone with me, which makes me, I mean, it doesn't make me fancy because I'm the lowest on that totem pole, but it was really fun. And it let me know that there's another side of what I like to do in this business. So I'm kind of looking at that. And so I still help them with some things, and then I'm hoping to work with them in the future because Seth he's pretty great.
Amazing.
And James is one of my dearest friends. We're going to try to be on The Amazing Race together. Don't tell Lon Barrera.
Well, Lon, you heard it here first.
I'm so sorry, Lon. I love you.
You were not selected.
Oh my
as
God, I
a-
love you.
This is your pit stop on The Amazing Race.
Sorry. Can you put me on Broadway?
Lon!
I'm sorry. You can cut that.
We're not going to.
We're not cutting that, Cara.
Yeah.
You can sit in that bullshit.
Yeah, for real. Did you remember all your words with Lon?
I'm sorry, who's Lon? I love you, Lon.
I love you long time. We need to stop.
We do.
This is the end of the episode
These are
right
like,
here.
shut up.
So as much as you want to hear us continue to talk, this is unfortunately the end of the episode. So thanks again, Cara.
It's the best time ever.
The blast
Thank you,
that we
thank
had. And she drank all of our wine.
I did.
So we're out for the rest of the year. But we'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye.